What's up, everybody? It's John Sports Arts and Collectibles coming at you with a brand new video. How's everyone doing today? Hey, we got another comic book video. We're going to be opening up a really cool, older 2-pack Marvel Comics comic pack that I purchased off of eBay from the same seller that sold us the DC Super Packs. It is a really cool one. We're going to go into the Star Wars realm and check out Return of the Jedi. This is awesome. I purchased this a few weeks ago. It finally arrived. It is this is a 4-part limited series, and these are the Canadian variants apparently. So hopefully these are going to be in good shape and have white pages. It should be a quick video today. But apparently these are the Canadian variant. I'm wondering if that's it right there. Let's open these up and see how they look. Now, we have a lot of Star Wars comics in the collection, and I don't think I've ever showcased any of those. But I read those a lot, so they're not in the greatest of condition. And I got really excited when I got back into this, going through my collection, finding books 1, 2, and 1 through whatever, but the first few are worth a lot of money. And I thought, oh wow, I've got something huge here. And then I realized that there's no barcodes. It's like a blank box there, which means they were like reprints, and I don't even know what print run they are of. So they have a little bit of value, but nothing like they would if they had the newsstand barcodes on them, if they were newsstand copies. So let's get this first book out. Now the seller, who, like I said, is based in Texas, he was selling books 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and the first auction was books 3 and 4, and I lost that literally. I think I lost it by 75 cents. So I was determined to make sure I got this one, and the guy who won the first one was bidding on this one, and he obviously lost it to me. So he's sitting there holding books 3 and 4, which are there's one book in there that's really valuable, but these two can hold some major value, and once graded, that is. So we're gonna come back after we look at these, and I'll give you like I always do, my final numbers. So this is book number 1. You can see Luke Skywalker here, Lando Calrissian, and Princess Leia. And yeah, so super cool. Barcode, that's massive. Let's see what the pages look like. Before we do that, let's take a look at the spine and the cover. And this will be, these are a little pressing. Not too bad. Down here, this corner looks bending down a little bit. Again, like I always say, the press will help that out. The spine looks really good. There's something that's the M on the comics. I don't see any, there might be a tick right here. But other than that, this looks to be pretty dang good. So very nice book. Let's take a look at the pages. Now, I think these are going to be considered probably off-white. Although, and I don't know if I've mentioned, I have had some discussions with CGC, and I asked them extensively about page color on different years of books and whatnot, and they gave me some really good insight into that, and that certain years, I don't know if it was DC or Marvel, both of them, they would test out different paper types on the books, and so you might have certain years that there might not have been a pure white paper stock. So I think these are going to be off-white, though. It's hard to say. I don't want to speculate, but they look pretty clean, though. And there's the ad for the Cracker Jack story. It says here, Scotty in Cracker Jack story. That's pretty cool. Let's look at the back. Burger Time. Love that game as a kid. Very cool. If you guys remember this game, but you're like a chef, and this guy here, and you run across the different levels and build these burgers, and you could crush the egg was coming after you, the hot dog, as a pickle. There might have been other ones. And he also had like a salt shaker that you could, shake to kind of stun them. But this is for the Atari 2600. That's awesome. Let's see what the back of it looks like. MPC, best models and the best kits. You've got Intellivision, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. I loved Intellivision. When I was growing up, we didn't have a lot. Did not have a video game system until later. But my friends had Intellivision. I just remember playing all the sports games on there and just loving it. And this is back, this is way back in the day. You can see the graphics weren't anything spectacular, but then they were like, wow, this is awesome. The sport games, the guys all look like, they block bodies, but very cool video game system. So really, really nice book. Probably have to do minimal cleaning on that. Definitely a press. And that should grade pretty well. Let's look at the second one, which is number 2. Now, I don't think this is considered a multi-mag. I think this is just and I'll probably put a link down below, like I always do, to like the different websites that talk about these comic book packs and whatnot. But I think they probably talk about these there might be one about comic packs that Marvel came out with. I don't think this is considered a multi-mag. Because I believe this was released in '83 when the books were out. So here's issue number 2. Again, they said it was a Canadian variant, price variant. So, what is that right there? I guess that's part of the cover. I'll have to look and see. It doesn't look like it. Oh, that's his signature, I believe. I think. Yes, okay, so it's right there too. That must be the artist. I was like, what is that there? It looks like someone drew on it with a pen, but they didn't. So I think that's the signature, or that is something. I don't know what that is, but I will double check and look at some other ones when we come back. I'll just verify that's something different on the cover there. But same ad, pages looks to be about the same. Let's just kind of flip through it if I can. Yeah, pages aren't too bad. Now I've got like a lot of, the lighting in this, where I filmed this, our videos, when you look at these under like pure white fluorescent type light, you can really see the color of the pages. When you've got like a, more that soft light from the light bulbs, it tends to change the color a little bit of things. And so things that might be white look a little bit off. Maybe not our pad here, for example, but the back here, why not? So here's a Parker Brothers ad for Return of the Jedi video game cartridge. You can see it here. Death Star Battle. And then you got Star Frontiers, which is a board game. And then you've got Kool-Aid Man video game from Mattel Electronics for Intellivision and Atari 2600. Did not know they had a video game for Kool-Aid Man. That's kind of cool. So very nice stuff right here. Let's get these in bags. And they didn't really inspect this too much, though I should. Cover looks really nice. A little minor pressing. It'll need something up here. And you can see a little bit of a fold or something happening up here. Perhaps I put the light on it. There we go. There you can see it. So something happened there. Spine looks pretty good. I'll feel it for ticks to make sure there's no ticks. But the corners all look nice. And I think that's a pretty good one. My slight little tiny roll. But nothing to really worry about here. Let's get these in bags and come back and give you some numbers that I can pull up. What these will be value-wise graded. Okay, I'm back. So, I was early in the video, I was saying how do they differentiate Canadian and American? Well, the price is one thing, although sometimes you see this price increase when it's a reprint, but these are not reprints. These are, and then I just looked at the bag. You can see it right here. It talks about, Whitman was like distributed these, and you can see Cambridge, Ontario. and it's in French. I didn't even look. I should have looked at the bag before we started, and I didn't. But yeah, that's really cool. Now, I can't find any of these Canadian variants graded on eBay. I'm sure they have been. Which makes, makes my speculation of these two, they will be more valuable. This, by the way, is the signature of the artist. I thought somebody scribbled with an ink pen on there, but it is the signature of the artist that did the cover. I didn't get that individual's name. I should have. But regardless, let me give you some numbers on the American Return of the Jedi 1 and 2. They're 60 cents a piece. Some of the barcode, the ones you see with the Spider-Man thing, are worth less. But I'll give you the price on the American ones. So I don't know what the Canadian variants are going to be. I'll press these out, like I said, like I always say, send these off, get graded. And the next one that we send out, and hope they come back high. I think they will do pretty good. I don't see any flaws on these, really. I mean, a couple little, like maybe this one has a little ring, that little crease there somehow, however that happened. But regardless, I think that once we work on these, it'll be good. Okay, let's do Return of the Jedi number 1. Selling on eBay currently. There's a bunch of 9.8s, $215, $235, $250. There's a 9.6 for $100, a 9.4 for $150, and those are the top ones that I saw. Sold, 9.8 sold for $250, and a 9.6 for $96, which seems kind of low. And that's all I have. Now this one, number 2, let's see. Currently on eBay, a 9.0 for $169, 9.4 for $100, and a 9.8 for $500. And then 2 sold recently, a 9.2 for $75, and a 9.4 for $75, which seems kind of low, being that's the Star Wars brand and everything else, and I think these would hold a lot more value than that. So don't do auctions, folks. Sell them as buy it now. It's better to hold on to things for a long time than giving away for nothing in an auction. So, but I think, and I'll do some more research on this, if any of you out there know about the Canadian variants and their value, graded, please put a comment down below in the comment section. I'd appreciate that. Otherwise, I'll just keep doing my research, maybe reach out to a few people, see if they can give me more insight on the potential value of these. If they grade, 9.6, 9.8, somewhere in there. I'm hoping they would get that high. They seem to be pretty good. So that's all I got for you. Hopefully you like this. I'm excited that I was able to present this to you. I think this is a good pickup. And I can't remember what I paid for this, top of my head. It was one in an auction, but it wasn't crazy. And I beat out the guy, like I said, that bought the other pack, 3 and 4, which I've loved to have that one too. That was my hope to buy both of them. I'm glad I at least got this one. So there you go. Hey, remember to like, subscribe, comment down below, share this video with your friends and loved ones. Our eBay store link is down below in the description. Till next time, folks, this is John on Sports Collectibles signing off, and hey, we'll see y'all soon.